Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Tea. I'm Alex Schiffman, and joining me again this week is my co-host, Monsi Bolanos. Hey, girl, how you doing? Welcome back.
Oh my God, I'm so good. Thanks for having me again. How are you this thick Thursday, Alex? How's it going?
Oh, I am doing well. There was a lot of tea last night between shows I caught up on. I mean, of course, the CMT Awards were last night. And then I also fit in, one of the game 2 of the World Series. I don't know if you caught up on that. Not the best ending that I hoped for. But I assume that you watched that. Did you?
Of course I did. Yeah, it sucks that they lost, but you always want to see a good World Series. I know people like the sweeping and all that, but you want to see a good game, and it was a good game. There were moments where you thought the Dodgers were going to come and win, and it just didn't. It didn't work, but it was a fun game because sometimes baseball can be boring, especially if there's no scoring for long innings. So this was a fun game despite the outcome, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And then we had Kim's 40th birthday special we'll talk about later in the show last night on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So it was a big night. How was your Wednesday night, Monsi?
It was good. I was watching the Dodgers, like I said, going between all these shows, watching E since it was a marathon of Kim all day. And then I did go play tennis late at night. So it was a filled day, but I needed to go work out and get my arms out.
How's your tennis game going? I know you just started getting into tennis.
Well, I think it's good. I'm a pretty athletic person. Like, I can pick up things. I still know that, like, my serve, I see people serve and I'm like, I don't do it like that. There's something that natural tennis players have. Maybe they were taught. But aside from my serve, I can rally, I can play. I get really into it and then I smash the ball and then I hit it in the net.
I love it. So annoying. Amazing.
It's like,
I'm sorry?
You know how you play golf and how good it feels to hit that little ball? So imagine this tennis and you just want to smash it and then it doesn't go where you want. It's just
I completely agree. One of the things about golf is that you want it to go straight down the fairway. And when it doesn't, you're like, how did that even happen? So I totally understand that frustration. But T-Tribe, if you're just joining us, of course, let us know, where are you watching from this morning in the chat. I want to say good morning to Christian, who says, good morning, T-Tribe. It is evening in Denmark now. I watch my tea show, The Morning Tea from Copenhagen, Denmark. Christian joins us almost every day. Hope everyone has a good, thick Thursday. Alex and Monsi look fab today. Thank you, Christian. Very, very sweet. I also saw Karina saying, good morning, T-Tribe. Hi, Alex and Monsi. Oh, Macy's dog is 8 years old today. Today or just in general? What kind of dog do you have, Macy? Let us know.
Yeah. I think she put earlier in the chat, she is a lab mix.
Oh, good morning, Betty Ann, who's also saying hello to you and I, Monsi. Tal is joining us from Israel. Wow, that's pretty cool. Joyce is saying hi from South Florida. Isn't it so cool to hear where everyone's watching from? Kay is coming from Hong Kong this morning. Wow. That is somewhere I want to go. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Betty Ann is saying in general. So her dog is 8 in general. She's talking about Macy's dog. Amazing. Jeneth is joining us from India this morning. Wow, these are some places that are on my bucket list. I can't believe that you guys actually live there. That's pretty amazing. Where's one place that you haven't been you want to go, Monsi?
Ireland.
Oh, why is that?
All the photos you see, it just looks so green, and the landscape, something that here in LA, in the city, we don't really see. And so I just want to go somewhere that's different. And it's not normally my cup of tea. I'm more of like, take me to the beach, take me where the sun is. But that is a place that I would take a slight different route than I normally would, just so I can see the greenery and the landscapes and just go and have some beer, right? That's what they drink in Ireland. They have a lot of beer.
I was just about to ask, are you a beer drinker? Because if you go there, they may not have, actually, they don't have. One of my best girlfriends only drinks tequila. She visited Ireland. She went into a bar, asked for tequila, and she said they literally went in the back and it was like a cobwebs bottle that they brought down from the back. They're like, this is all we have. So you won't get any of your tequila.
That sucks. I'll be sad, but I do drink beer. I enjoy beer. It's just very filling. So it's like a meal in itself. And the beers I like are like red beers and the ones that are like a little darker, which makes it like really like it's just a meal in itself. And that's why I don't drink it that often.
That's why you need like a light beer. So you can just, it doesn't fill you up as much, but you still get the taste. That's how you kind of handle it. I feel like other drinks are better. All right. Well, maybe they'll find that cobweb tequila bottle when you go. Tall is saying the places left on my bucket list are Italy and LA. Oh, see, Tall, you can come to LA. I'll go to your place in Israel. We'll switch it up and everything will be fine. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I love it. Okay. So if you're just joining us, let me break down what we have on the show today because it is a thick Thursday. We have a lot to get into, including Nicki Minaj's first Instagram post of her son. This is very exciting. Of course, we have seen a lot of hands lately from Gigi and Zayn's baby, but we may see another limb. So stick around for that. Plus, Monsi, we got some Max Eric updates that I know you're not going to be happy about. We're also going to get into Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's new home purchase, $14 million. So this is pretty amazing. Also, Harry Styles cut his hair, and I don't know how I feel about it. When he did the mustache thing, I was already questioning it, but now he's got a new hairdo. And we're going to speculate what is it for a new project? Did he just need a haircut? We're also going to discuss Ariana Grande's new cover art for her single Positions, T-Tribe. If you haven't seen the clip yet, we're going to talk about that. Comes out tomorrow, of course. And then for our Kar Jenner Tea Time, Kim Kardashian and her special Keeping Up with the Kardashians 40th birthday episode and surprise birthday party where all the girls did a dance or replicated a dance from when she was 10 years old. It's so cute. We'll get into that. And then, of course, our OMT story of the day. Rob Kardashian made a rare appearance on this 40th birthday special for Kim. And, of course, Keeping Up with the Kardashians fans love to see him back in action. So this is a thick Thursday, Monse. How do you feel about this tea?
It's so thick. I'm excited for most of it because I don't want to talk about Max. But most of it is good.
How does he keep coming back? You know what I mean? Like we still have more to talk about. And it's just, when will this be over? When will the Max saga end?
I don't know. Mysteries of the world. I don't know. My goodness. I can't.
I know. It's pretty crazy. Also, are you a Legally Blonde fan, Monty?
I was about to say a bad word. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Then listen to this news because MGM this morning, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed right before we went live, and MGM announced that Legally Blonde 3, where Reese Witherspoon is set to reprise her role as the iconic Elle Woods, will be pushed back until 2022. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer as a lot of, productions have been postponed due to COVID, but it's still coming. So I'm excited. What is your favorite line from Legally Blonde?
Oh, dude, there's so many. And I also love the musical. Like that whole show with the movie, like I'm all about it. But I don't even know if it's my favorite line, but when she shows up to buy the computer in the bunny outfit and she's in line just holding this computer, I every single time I see it, it's like my first time seeing it and I die laughing. And Reese Witherspoon is so great, like that whole movie, but that scene, she's just standing there with this MacBook or this Mac, I think it's a Mac computer.
Yeah.
So funny. Oh,
I
it's
mean,
such a
that
good movie.
entire script is genius. Whoever wrote that, of course, it's slipping my mind at the moment, was a genius. And Reese, I can't imagine any other actress doing Elle Woods. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
she was perfect for it.
Yeah, like you believed her. You were like, oh no, this Elle Woods is a real person. She exists and this is how she lives her life. You totally believed that there is somebody out there who lives like that. And that's hard to make you feel, when it's such an interesting character like that. Oh,
of
so
course.
good.
But T-Tribe, let us know in the chat, what are some of your favorite Legally Blonde lines? And are you excited for Legally Blonde 3? Because, the sequels sometimes, I know Legally Blonde 2 didn't, do as well as, the first one is always the best, in my opinion. But I'm hoping Legally Blonde 3 also, since we have to wait a little longer, it'll be that much better. Right?
That's what I was going to say. Like, I don't think it's going to be as good as the first one, obviously, but we've been waiting for so long that it's still, I just need it to be good. I don't need it to be great. Right. I just need it to be good, and I'm going to be happy.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's get into our You Missed It stories, of course. Monty, do you have your tea ready to cheers?
Oh, so
all right. Cheers to spilling this tea on Thick Thursday. Shout out to Coffee Bean. Not sponsored.
Not
but if you want to, I'll take it. All right. So first up, we are talking about Nicki Minaj. Not only did yesterday mark Nicki's 1-year wedding anniversary with her husband, Kenneth Petty, but she also shared the first snapshot of her 3-week-old son's foot. Like, check this out, Monty. She captioned the Instagram photo, "Happy anniversary, my love." Nicki also posted this video of adorable little Yeezy sneakers and other designer baby clothes that she was gifted. Now we know it's only been 3 weeks since this little boy was brought into the world, so it makes sense why we are really only getting a glimpse of him, or his foot rather. But we've seen this trend a lot lately with new celebrity parents where they are posting pics of either the baby's hand or foot, but not the face. Gigi and Zayn, of course, shared pics like this of their newborn recently. So did Katherine Schwarzenegger and Chris Pratt. So fans obviously get very excited when celeb babies come into the world. So is this Nicki's way of giving people what they want without revealing too much? Because come on, the baby is not even a month old yet. Or do you want to see the face, Monty?
I mean, obviously we want to see the face, but you know that Nicki knows everybody's waiting. The minute she posts a photo, they're waiting. Yeah. We're all waiting. So I do think this was kind of a way to maybe chill everybody out. Maybe people have been asking, maybe fans have been asking. So this was definitely a way to be like, okay, I'm going to do exactly what Gigi and Zayn have been doing, which is so funny to me, but I'm going to show you the foot just to be slightly different. But at least we got that video with all the cute little shoes. That I really liked. Like, I would have been okay with just that and not the picture of the little foot. I'm not saying there's anything with the little foot, but it's a little foot, it's with the shoes. We get shoes.
Exactly. But at least we got a foot instead of a hand. That's all I'm saying. We got another limb, baby limb. But I agree with you. I think, baby clothes and shoes, I absolutely love. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I think, seeing like Yeezys in baby form are always the cutest. So I love that she shared that as well. And of course, I want to see the baby's face because we know, the baby's going to be so handsome. So I'm looking forward to that day. But at this point, we'll give her privacy. At least we got a little foot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into this Max news quickly, Monsi, because we have some more Max tea for you this morning, Tea Tribe. While Demi is on her alien excursion in the desert, Max has seemingly moved on with American Idol contestant Sonika Vaid. I think that's how you pronounce it. He posted this pic to his Instagram, which seems like a screenshot from a FaceTime call with Sonika. But sources told Page Six, quote, he wants to make it look like he's moving on with another woman, but they're not dating. She's in a full relationship and lives with her boyfriend. So honestly, after all the other PR stunts Max has been trying to pull, this doesn't seem too far off, right, Monsi? So
Yeah.
Monica apparently is dating a real estate agent who works for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills' Mauricio Umansky's firm, which is Kyle Richards' husband, of course. She also told E! News, quote, I met Max recently at dinner with mutual friends. It was a fun night and we all got to hang out. Meanwhile, Max's rep didn't comment. So how do we feel about this strange situation, Monty and Tea Tribe? We're still talking about Max.
We're still talking about Max because he just makes interesting choices. But the fact that his rep doesn't say anything, it just goes to show that Max might be doing all of these things without many people's approval, you know?
Right.
And I don't get the point of this photo. Were you trying to make people think you're seeing somebody? And like, did you just not research that? Or did you not realize people have the internet and we can research who she is? Like, I'm just really confused on the decisions that this gentleman is making. You know, how do you feel about it? Like, I'm very obviously over it, but what do you make of this? It's just weird.
I find this whole situation weird. It's like, if your goal was to show that you're moving on, find someone single. Like, don't find someone that's in a full-blown relationship. This makes absolutely no sense. Obviously, he's very confused and still very hurt and upset, and we don't necessarily know what's going on. And, you know, I don't wish pain on anyone, even Max Eric, but I also think, like, this is not the right, I mean, this woman is in a relationship, so let's find someone single.
Right. And, like, these rumors are kind of your fault because he could have posted that photo and just been like, oh, I met blah, blah, blah at a dinner a couple nights ago and we like are such good friends. Her boyfriend's real nice. Like, he didn't, these rumors speculated because of him. It's like you could have shut this down and nobody would be talking about this. But you wanted people to talk. You wanted people to speculate. That's why you didn't put that. That's why you didn't clarify that this is just your friend. It's like, Max, we know what you're doing. Like, you think we're stupid. We're not.
Also, it's very confusing. I mean, one day he's releasing a single about how in love he was with Demi and how much pain he's going through. The next day he's moving on and happy and okay. It's like, there's a lot of disconnect what's going on in this Max world. So we obviously, know the truth from this source. And if he wants to move on, he's got to find someone single. That's all I'm saying at this point.
It's very simple. Find somebody single and stop. Right. Make up your mind and stop being disingenuous. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Like, you can literally stop all of this and you don't want to. So it's so frustrating that he gets to just do all this and like, I don't know. Frustrating.
Very, very frustrating. Yeah. Well, let's move on to some happier news because Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom just purchased a brand new home or mansion, should we say, in Montecito, California for around $14 million. So new parents to daughter Daisy Dove, of course, apparently bought this 7,167 square foot 6-bed, 12-bath home from the former CEO of Chrysler and Duracell, the batteries, according to Variety. It's a 3-story Mediterranean gated estate with ocean views. So a real estate source told People that they think it would be amazing to raise their little girl in Montecito, and quote, They were looking for a house for a while before they put in an offer. It comes with a lot of history and a gorgeous ocean view, as I mentioned. So Katie and Orlando are both selling their respective Beverly Hills properties. What do you think about this gorgeous home? Of course, we don't have any photos of it, but we can imagine this beautiful mansion with ocean views. And do you like how the couple is choosing to raise Daisy away from the hustle and bustle of LA?
Yeah, I think it's really smart that they're doing this. They both have been in the spotlight for years and years, so they really both understand what it's like. So I think it's great that they're moving just slightly, a little bit to the side of all the craziness, but not too far away. I 6 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms. That seems
Yeah.
that ratio seems a little bit weird to me. But like sure, a nice bathroom is always great, but that ratio is a little weird. But I think it's great. I wish we could see pictures because it says that they also have like a sports court. I wonder what that means because you mean like a tennis
Right?
court, like a basketball court? What do you got? What do you got? I always like seeing that because that's if I had an extra $14 million to spare, I would also like to have some sort of court in my home. So I'm curious what they mean by that because it wasn't specific. But I think it's really great. I'm rooting for them. So hopefully they get everything they want by just stepping to the side of the hustle and bustle, like you said. What about you?
Yeah, no, I think this is a great decision. Of course, other celebrities live in Montecito. Ellen DeGeneres just recently, I think her home is up on the market again. She's selling it, but she did live there. Also, Oprah lives there, so it's obviously a beautiful place to live and close enough to LA where they do a lot of their work and where studios are and all of that. So I think it's perfect, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy that Katie is happy and in a good place, seems to be very much in love, and that she has a daughter now. Like, she's also been through a lot. She's been through
Yeah.
failed marriages, a lot of relationships. And so I'm happy for her. But
Yeah, I want to see how she decorates this place. I want to know how much of like Katie comes out in her decorations because she's such a
yeah,
wild soul when it comes to her own fashion, which, like I love it. And sometimes I don't love the look, but I love that she's always pushing boundaries with her own fashion and trying different things. So I wonder if that translates into
right.
buying a
Also,
new home.
it would be really cool because obviously they have a very large property for a $14 million home. And in Montecito, that's why you move there for these big properties. I'm wondering, will they plant daisies all around the property in honor of the daughter? Because that would be cool. You know what I mean? Like surrounding the home.
You need to tweet her that, Alex. You need to
Yeah.
just be like, hey, I hadn't thought of this. You should do this. It would be really cute. I would
It
love
would make
that.
a lot of sense. And it would be on brand for Katie, like you said, her decorating, she is very colorful and vibrant. So it would make sense and it'd be beautiful
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah.
something else that is beautiful or not so beautiful, you make your own opinion. Harry Styles' luscious locks have been cut off. So Harry is known to rock many hairstyles from his iconic shaggy waves, tied up with a scarf, to loose curls falling around his face. He truly can rock any look, I think, but it seems Harry has had a bit of a trim, looking very similar to how he had his hair in Dunkirk. So it's shorter now. Here we go. Fans believe that this could be for another film role. Olivia Wilde's upcoming film, Don't Worry, Darling, where he is starring opposite Florence Pugh. Now, many fans had mixed reactions, with one fan tweeting, quote, "So far in 2020, Harry Styles has recreated his frat boy hair era, his Prince hair era, and because he cut his hair, it appears as though Dunkirk hair is making a comeback as well. And of course, we were also introduced to Mustache Harry." Another fan tweeted, quote, "I saw he cut his hair trending, and I just knew y'all were on here talking about Harry Styles. No other male artist has that power," which is so true. Harry knows how to get all the attention without really even trying. So what do you think of this? What do you think of this new hairstyle, first off? And what do you think it means? Do you think it has to do with a new film role? Or did the man simply just need a haircut?
Right? After the pandemic, maybe he was just like, I gotta get my hair cut. I do think it's projects. He was booking stuff left and right. There was like 2 weeks where it came out that he was in 2 movies, possibly a third one coming up. So I'm going to assume totally for a project, 100%. I just find it so interesting how he looks so different with just a haircut. Right. To me, it's a different person. It's so crazy. The Dunkirk look, it's like, that's one dude. And then Harry Styles with the long hair, that's another dude. Like, no, I don't, it's crazy to me how different he looks with just
it is.
Right?
Yes. I mean, I love hair. I love hair on women. I love hair, not body hair. Let me clarify that, but just hair in general, beautiful hair on men, women, all of that. And I've always said that a hair can truly make or break someone, a haircut. I do think it can make someone that, you know, at first may much more attractive in many ways and can do the opposite if they have a bad haircut. This is not my favorite look on Harry. I'm going to be honest. I didn't really enjoy the stash as well. I'm not a big mustache person. I do like the long, luscious rocker locks that he does. You know, I think Harry Styles is very attractive. I've interviewed him before and he's very charming also. So I get the Harry Styles thing, but this haircut, it's not for me. I just don't like it.
I get it. And the thing is, like, not a lot of dudes can rock that long kind of rock and roll hair because you need a specific type of hair. So I do prefer that look because I don't think any guy can just do that. So I do agree with you. Like, this isn't my favorite. He doesn't look bad. That's not it. But I prefer the long hair. He just has good hair. So, like,
if you have good hair. Exactly. I'm not a huge long hair person in general, but when someone can rock it, like you just said, like Harry, then just let it grow. Let it grow.
And don't put it in a man bun. Don't put it in a man bun.
No man buns.
Don't.
Harry has done the man bun before. I'm not a man bun fan also.
Right. If you're like, I get it. Like maybe if you're working out, because I also like try to put my hair up if I'm like doing something. So I understand if you have long hair, maybe. But when guys do it to like go out and put their hair in a bun, I'm just like gonna cut your hair off because it doesn't look good on any dude. I don't care who you are.
I know.
You know. No. I'm trying to think
Millie does not agree with us. Millie says, "I love this look." To be honest, with the heart eyes emoji. So she likes short hair, frat boy, Harry Styles. Rejoice is saying, I'll watch a new film. Let me know when and where it's coming out. So maybe it is for his new film. Usually when he cuts his hair, there is a purpose. So we will stay tuned for that.
Lynn said the funniest thing, Harry, no longer Harry. That's so funny. I like that. Yeah.
Yes. Of course. All right. Well, let's get into our new music spotlight because, of course, the CMT Awards were last night. Country fans, everyone in general, so many talented country artists took the stage outdoors. So the artists performed at an outdoor amphitheater in Nashville for most of the show, and parts cut to a staged LA dive bar where Kelsey Ballerini and Halsey performed their duet. So that was pretty cool. We got a surprise appearance by Halsey. Some of the most notable winners included Carrie Underwood taking home 2 awards in the categories of Video of the Year and Female Video of the Year for her song Drinking Alone, which is amazing, one of my faves. And Luke Bryan winning Male Video of the Year for his song One Margarita. Now, Taylor Swift came full circle during her sentimental appearance at the CMT Awards. Now, she submitted a brief virtual video of herself presenting the award for Breakthrough Video of the Year. She wore a black turtleneck, braided her hair, and signature red lipstick, of course. She said she was honored to win this award 13 years ago because it's voted on by the fans. And of course, when it's voted on by the fans, it makes it that much more special for artists. She won for Tim McGraw way back in 2007. Gabby Barrett, coming from American Idol, took home the win for I Hope, so which is also a great song. Any women or men that have gone through a cheating, like infidelity or cheating, Gabby Barrett's song I Hope, let me tell you, or even just a breakup in general, really good. But what fans have been talking about the most was Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani taking home the award for Collaborative Video of the Year for their single Nobody But You. And their reaction, Monsi, T-Tribe, just the cutest. Blake said, "We did it," as he hugged Gwen while they thanked fans from their living room. They also toasted with cocktails that they had waiting just in case. But Gwen was in shock as this marked her first ever CMT Music Awards nomination and win. First ever nomination, and she took it home. And come on, is there really a better way to celebrate a first huge music awards win than with the love of your life, who also happens to be your duet partner on the winning song? I don't think so. I mean, truly, what a dream. So, Monty, T-Tribe, did you guys tune into the CMT Awards last night? What did you think of the outdoor performances? And what did you think of Blake and Gwen's win and adorable reaction?
So I didn't watch it like sitting down watching it all the way through, but I saw highlights and I went back and I mean, like you just said, the stars really aligned for Gwen and Blake, who are so cute. And I really was like, how are they together? Like, you would never, ever put them together. And I met Gwen when she was working on The Voice because I worked at Universal Studios, as I mentioned, as a VIP. So one day, no joke, I got pulled from my tour so that I could take Gwen's kids around the theme park because they were bored inside The Voice. And so I go down to The Voice. I met her, lovely, lovely. She handed me her kids and she's just like, the babysitter's gonna go, but you're in charge. Like, you just take care of my kids and watch them. And I was like, got it. And we literally I was with them all day, just on rides. But she was super lovely, and you always, at this time, she was already having issues, like marital issues at home. You are already going through that. And she was still just so lovely, just so normal, personable. And so when the story came out with her and Blake, I just was like, oh, I hope this isn't a rebound, because Blake seems also super genuine and super lovely on the inside. And so I'm glad that I was wrong in thinking that this was going to be some sort of rebound for both of them, because he had just broken up with Miranda too. Like, I'm so glad that I was wrong, because they are adorable, and everything they do, they are so cute together, and they're so different. They're just not what you would put together, which makes them even more special.
Yeah, they are like yin and yang. And when they first got together, we were like, oh, it's a little random. But I'm a huge fan of The Voice and this couple in general. I mean, Blake Shelton, all time, one of my favorites, his sense of humor, his charm. Like, I get it why Gwen was attracted to him. They shared the show together, like, naturally. Obviously, they're going through a lot. They found comfort in each other. They could relate. Not only did they have the show, but they were also going through, breakups and divorces and all of that. So I get it. And it also shows how talented Gwen is, because, of course, Blake introduced her to country and that world even more than she knew about. And so she's gone from this pop, punk, rock princess. Now she does country. I mean, Gwen can do anything. Honestly, it's a testament to how talented she is. And how beautiful that you share that win with the person you love that also co-wrote the song. I mean, could it get better? Like, could it get better? No. Right? I know. You just want to cry. It's so cute. You can't even take it. I love it.
No, I can't. But you're so right about pointing out Gwen Stefani's career. Like, just think about how she started with No Doubt, like, oh, so good. Don't Speak, one of my favorite songs of all time. And then here she is now, still like Gwen Stefani, but a different, like, better, bigger woman. Like, it's so great to just think of her career and what she's accomplished. Impressive.
Oh, it's very impressive, and I wish them the best, because even though they're different, they say opposites attract, and they obviously seem very much in love and doing well. So good for them. Good for them. Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this Ariana Grande news, because new Ari music is almost here. T-Tribe, Ariana's new single Positions comes out this Friday, and we absolutely can't wait. Now, the pop star released a mini teaser promo of her new single along with the official cover art. She tagged Dave Meyers on Instagram, who has worked with Ariana on No Tears Left to Cry and God is a Woman. Dave also posted the Positions cover art with the caption, "Back in the Lab with my fam." Now, this single will be released on her upcoming album, which comes out October 30th. Fans also think that Ari may be teaming up with The Weeknd again after he retweeted one of her tweets that said, quote, "I can't wait to give you my album this month." A retweet is definitely different than just giving a like. So, T-Tribe, I know we kind of spoke about this on the show this week, but it may be confirmed. You know, we may have a collaboration on the album, which is, of course, exciting. So what do you guys think of the black and white cover art for Ariana's new single, Positions? Did we heard kind of a brief clip of it, but like, I know, Monsi, you and I spoke before. It sounds like it's in a tunnel. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's what the single actually sounds like. But are you excited for this and the Weeknd collab rumors possibly being confirmed?
Super excited. And at the same time, I'm like, can you just give me something else besides these little breadcrumbs, Ariana? Like, I am just like on the edge with these breadcrumbs. I want all of it. It's almost like she keeps teasing us. Like, it's almost too much for me, my sanity.
Right?
I'm super stoked about it. Yeah, like that my sanity is going crazy because every time she tweets or puts something, I'm like, and then I look at it and I'm like, it's not enough, Ari. It's not. But
enough.
fine. It's not enough. I hope there's a collab. Obviously, like you said, it's not just a like, it's a retweet. So there's something is brewing in there that we're not entirely sure about. But that piece of the song that she gave us, it did sound like you said, like in a tunnel, not muffled, but like not clear, like cloudy.
Not clear.
Like, yeah. So almost like somebody's recording it from like another room. Like there's just something weird about the sound. Hopefully it's more that she's just being a little bit sneaky about it since she keeps leaving us breadcrumbs. And not that it sounds like that because it does sound a little off.
Right. Yeah. I agree. I want more. I always want more when Ari gives us just a little bit. But, it's coming tomorrow. So we're going to get the single. And I'm excited, of course. I just have new Ari music in general. And that Weeknd collab is coming. So we will stay tuned. I'm excited to see what else will be on the album, of course. Rejoice says, it's so pretty. Can't wait to hear the single and upcoming album. Tall says, don't like that Myers is doing the clip. Much rather Hannah Lux Davis doing her clips. Ooh, love Hannah Lux Davis. But all in all, it seems like we're going to have some exciting surprises on the album. So let's move on to the Blackpink news because everyone's favorite K-pop girl group, Blackpink, performed Lovesick Girls on GMA yesterday. So if you didn't catch it, the performance was filled with incredible singing, choreography, and trendy fashion, of course, as the girls do best. Blackpink made their U.S. morning show debut on GMA last year, so I'm sure it felt nice for them to be back on the show. Now, Rose explained why they named their album The Album. She said, quote, "We thought we came up with many different other names, but at the end of the day, we thought that our fans have been waiting for Blackpink's album for such a long time that there was nothing better than to just name our album Blackpink The Album. We thought it was just perfect." So what are your thoughts on Blackpink's GMA performance? They also performed on Jimmy Kimmel Live earlier this week. Do you think that their ice cream collab with Selena helped make them even more popular in the US?
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Especially, I feel like it was a perfect summer poppy song to have. So definitely made waves, 100%. That whole thing about naming the album, because they just couldn't think. That sounds so funny to me. And I don't really believe it. Maybe they literally couldn't come to a decision. Maybe that's what it was. Like they just put so much pressure on themselves and they were like, you know what? We can't decide and let's keep it to the simple, the album. But that's so funny because that name, you just left it Blackpink and that's it, just Blackpink, but the album. That's so funny. I love Blackpink. I don't think there's anything in the US that is really like as poppy of a girl group as they are. Like they're kind of filling a void right now. And I'm all
Right.
about it. They're so cute. They're so trendy. They have great voices. I really enjoy their music a lot. And like I said, it's filling a void.
Yes, it definitely is filling a void. The girls, of course, I mentioned this many times. I watched the Blackpink docuseries on Netflix. If you haven't caught it yet, go binge it because it shows you how talented these girls actually are. They come from all, they're not just from South Korea, one's from Australia, they're from all over, and they worked hard to even be in Blackpink, to be a member of Blackpink. They've worked, a lot, many rehearsals, many training. There were a lot of people involved in the creation of Blackpink. Now they've moved over, they've collaborated with Selena, they've collaborated with other, US artists, and they're Cardi, and they're making their way more into mainstream music. And I'm proud of them. I want to see them do well. I think that, of course, who doesn't want another girl group? We love, Blackpink, Little Mix, that girl group, boy band, power will never go away. We always will love that. So I hope that they, continue to do well and that their career just blossoms because they are that talented.
I agree. I have a question for you because I haven't seen the documentary.
Yeah.
So did they go, because like they say that a lot of these K-pop stars are pretty much like thrown into a situation since they're very young, and like parents basically say bye and they create this star. Is that kind of their background?
Yeah, they had to go to one location and they were away from family and friends, and Blackpink was the focus and creating this girl band. And so they worked very, very hard. Each had different talents, maybe dance was their strong suit or singing was their strong suit. They all have a purpose in the band, and that's exactly what happened. So they have to really rely on each other, and, they become so close and have this special bond. They're almost sisters because they're all each other has. So yes, that's exactly what happened.
Quick story, like 3 years ago, there was an off-Broadway show. It was a one-time thing called K-pop. K-pop, and maybe K-pop Sensation. One of my dear friends she is Korean, and she got one of the roles on the show, went to New York off-Broadway, and I went to see the show, and it was an interactive experience. Like you went into different rooms, and there was a boy band, a girl band, and then a single solo female artist. And you saw what they went through and like their life and their story. And it was just so like, how heartbreaking, because literally they say that some kids are sent off and parents don't see them for years as they train and create and perfect everything that they do. And it's just like hearing it, seeing it live, you're just like, you kind of feel like, man, you didn't have a childhood. You didn't live a normal life at all.
Right.
And many of them don't even make it, like they put themselves in this position for years and they don't even make it, which is awful to think about. So I just was like, I got to watch this documentary to see how it goes with this show I saw off Broadway. Because it really made me like, oh, how terrible. I would hate that. I would,
That's crazy. Yeah. It's pretty intense, but if you really, have a dream to do that or the talent and, you put everything aside to make it happen. So it's they choose that life in a way. You know what I mean? Because the dream brings them there.
When you're a child, you don't know that. I just feel like, gosh, there's so many layers to that. And like they refer to it as a factory. They're like, no, it's a factory where we create K-pop stars.
Yeah. And you see some of that on the documentaries. So definitely tune in if you haven't, because it's good.
I have to. I got
Yes. But it is about that time in the show. Let's get into our car Jenner tea time. Beep, beep. Let us in those gates because we have a lot to talk about. And first up, We're talking about Miss Stormy Webster because listen to this. We've been seeing a lot of little Miss Stormy, budding personality lately. Earlier this month, Kylie posted a YouTube video where Stormy is decorating Halloween cookies with her mama, showing off her excitement and good manners, I may add, through the video. Yesterday, Kylie posted a video to her story applying her new Can't Be Tamed lip kit, launching in her upcoming collection, October 26th. And in the background, we hear little Stormy say, "That looks good, mommy." It's so cute. Take a look.
You said what?
So you can hear her little voice in the background. Super cute. What do you guys think about all this Stormy content we've been getting lately? Do you like when Kylie shares the videos with her baby girl? And on another note, what do you think Kylie and Stormy are going to be for Halloween? I know that is the big debate right now.
That's such a good question, and I don't know. And you know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be epic. I can't wait to see them. But out of all this Kylie content that we get, out of all the stuff she posts, I love when it has Stormy in it because I feel like it brings a different side of Kylie out, and it's very subtle, but there's like a sparkle in her eye whenever she is dealing with Stormy. And Stormy is so cute. She has such a cute little personality, but also seems like a really well-behaved little girl. Like, I really enjoy that's my favorite Kylie content. Anytime she posts anything with Stormy, she's just sitting next to her, I just think it brings out a different side of Kylie that I like.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think when we see Kylie the mom, we see a real side of her. We see a relatable side of her. And I also want to say Stormy is so well behaved. Like every time, I know there was that famous clip where there was that trend going around where parents would put, a bowl of candy and then they would leave the camera on and walk away and see if the kid would go and steal some candy. And Stormy just stood there patiently. She was a good girl. And I feel like, they have raised her well, so far at the young age she is, but like she has such a personality and I love Stormy content. I think she is a little star.
Right? Like you could just tell that Kylie she's doing a good job raising her.
Right.
And it's nice to see that, and as much as Kylie is constantly putting on makeup, the fact that we see those small clips of Stormy, like you just said, that Kylie is doing a good job on the side. We might not see it, but she's doing a good job.
Oh yeah. Well, some other people that are doing a good job are Kim Kardashian West's family members, because listen to this next story. Only Kim would get a Keeping Up with the Kardashians surprise 40th birthday special episode dedicated to her. I mean, all day yesterday, they were, showing Kim content. But let alone not only a special episode, but a big surprise party in the middle of a pandemic. So Kim wasn't expecting to have a huge 40th birthday celebration, obviously, due to the state of the world. But her family made it happen anyway and planned a surprise celebration ahead of time, and Kim was totally caught off guard. So the family and some of Kim's friends recreated a dance they did at Kim's 10th birthday party. Courtney said in the episode, quote, "I think we're so lucky that our dad documented our whole lives. Like I would have not remembered the 10th birthday dance if it wasn't for these videos." Kim thought she was on her way to a photo shoot, and the family really surprised Kim. So she got all glammed up, including Kanye, who said he went driving around when she asked him to help with the kids. So she pulled up to the house, heard her dad's voice from the home video that was playing from her first birthday. Scenes from each of Kim's birthday parties growing up were being shown across huge screens. But the most memorable was her 10th birthday and the dance we mentioned before. So Courtney posted this behind the scenes look as they recreated the dance to her Instagram story ahead of the birthday special. That's all the sisters doing it. How did you feel about Kim's 40th birthday surprise, the special episode, and the special party with all the home videos? What about the 10th birthday dance they all recreated?
Girl, like, so that thing was on. The marathon of Kim on E yesterday was on for like 10 hours, and I would occasionally tune in just to see something of the past because, you know, like we've been watching them for years. And we talked about her crying at the cabin, and I happened to turn it on from when Courtney's like, I just can't help but laugh when Kim cries. I just can't. And it's so funny. Like, I was so glad I caught that. This whole episode was great. That dance number, Alex, they needed you to go there and teach them how to learn a dance because it didn't seem they couldn't do it. I felt like they couldn't even get the count right. Like, I was like, and 5, 6. Nope, they couldn't even count. It was so funny. They needed you there, Alex. So maybe you can send them a tweet and be like, hey, I can give you basics. And next time you can all participate in the dance. But also, like, when I think it was Kylie, Kylie was like, how did we even end up in this performance? We weren't even born. And I was like, that's true. They weren't even around when Kim was 10 and they were dragged into this performance. So I thought that was really funny. I enjoyed the episode. You know, the things that happened, how for that party, she used Kylie's makeup artist. And so they were like, oh my gosh, she's going to know. Like, why would she have Kylie's makeup artist? But then they said that Kylie bailed on the photo shoot. And they were like, that's very accurate. She believed it. Also interesting that Kylie wasn't at the the fake party.
The
you know that they made her the special. They made her think that this was the celebration. We're going to talk about your life, your accomplishments, have all these flashbacks. Kylie wasn't there, which I thought that was interesting. I was like, I wonder if just schedules or like was there drama behind the scenes because she wasn't there, and I thought that was weird.
That is weird. Well, maybe she had to get the surprise party portion ready. Maybe she had to, or maybe she needed some extra time, as you just mentioned, to learn the choreography. Because, listen, if you're not a dancer, learning choreography is not easy. You know, like, I totally get it. And especially, you know, recreating the exact dance adds that much more pressure to your life. Hey, if they want to hire me for Kim's 50th, I will recreate any home video they want. I'll help them out for free of charge just to hang out and do a little choreography. But I love that they did this. Of course, we know Kim is a huge reason why we even know about the Kardashians and their entire platform. So honoring her this way was super cool, and they kind of had to. I mean, they didn't have to, but you know what I mean? Like, they owe a lot to Kim, and I love that they did this. But the best part about all of this is we got a rare appearance from Kim's brother, Rob Kardashian, which is our OMT story of the day. Rob returned for the Keeping Up with the Kardashians Kim K birthday special. So let's get into that right now, because not only did Kim get a surprise birthday party thrown by her family and friends with all of her home videos playing in the background, but she also got a segment showing her best Keeping Up with the Kardashians moments, as we mentioned. Rob made a rare appearance and joined Kris, Courtney, Khloe, Kendall, and Scott for this special. No Kylie, as you mentioned, Monsi. Take a look at Rob's special appearance with the fam right now.
Kim's 40th. We're going to take a look back at some of the best KKW memories.
Do we all remember when Kim was a pop star for a quick second?
Can we not?
So there we see, of course, Rob had joined the family. They took turns roasting Kim, with Khloe saying, quote, "Let's pump up my jam," reminding the family of Kim's pop star days, while a video of Kim recording her single came up. She called it so cringy. Scott defended Kim, saying she is, quote, "a TV star, a pop star, a designer, and a mogul." Love Scott. Scott's always there to kind of like, you know, pump up the women when he needs to, you know. He takes a lot of, you know, the hate from them, but also he supports them. So that's what I love about him. There were a lot of Kanye moments in these videos, throwing it back to when the pair first started dating. So Rob, this was his moment, then asked Kim if she remembered being called the iconic couple name Kimye for the first time, and if people still call them that. And Kim seemingly shut down divorce rumors by replying, quote, "We're definitely still Kimye." So they're still going strong. All is good, at least for now. Kim said, quote, "It is so much fun to just look back and see all the fun times that we had together. This viewing party is so, so special." So, Monsi, T-Tribe, what did you think about this rare appearance from Rob in this special?
I think it's great. You know, he should be there. That was right. And I didn't see him in the actual party. So or maybe they didn't show him, but I didn't see him in the group of people. He could have been there, but I didn't notice him. I think it's great that he was there. He needed to be there. He was a part of all that, you know, like just because in recent years he took a sidestep and is out of the spotlight. I know drama. I know. Just because he did that doesn't mean he wasn't there for all of these years, all of these moments from the beginning. So I'm super glad he was there. And he didn't say much else. You know, maybe he asked for them to maybe he was real quiet. Maybe he asked, but it was very little. But I was happy to see him there because I think they love their brother, you know? So I was glad.
Yeah, Tamara says, as long as Kim K is happy, that's all that matters. Seeing Rob was nice. Yeah, you know, it kind of made me sad. When he does pop up, it kind of reminds you that he isn't as involved in the show. And as a fan of the show and the family, we've watched them all these years. And like you said, Rob is their brother. You know, he is part of all these memories. He should be more involved with the show. You know, I hate that he kind of has a negative feeling, at least we've heard, allegedly, like about the show and being on the show and all that. And I'm sure it's hard. Don't get me wrong. You know, we're not there, you know, having cameras on you 24/7 must be a lot, especially if you struggle with your own insecurities or things you're going through. But I hope, you know, he's supposed to be back at least this season, you know, definitely in their 20th final season. So I hope we see more of Rob because we love to see a little glimpse of Rob.
Yeah, but if he wasn't there, we would be talking about why he wasn't there. Because, like, you know, so that was the right move. I'm glad he showed up. I'm glad they were able to make it all work because then the conversation, which would have been all speculation, but it would have been like, there it goes. Rob's still not there on such an important moment in Kardashian history. Like it is crazy. You know, the timing, we were talking about this, Alex, the timing just seems almost too perfect. Like they're wrapping up the show. Kim's turned 40. The timing of this really is nice. Yeah.
And I'm sure they spoke about all of that. You know, they went through all of those memories. All right, Kim's going to be 40. This is our 20th season. Like, this is the right time. Like, there are a lot of layers to why the show ended that we probably don't even know about or even will realize that'll come out over the year. You know what I mean? And this is kind of one of those moments. But happy to see him. Hope we see more of him. Maybe he took Kylie's place because Kylie couldn't join. So they're like, well, we got to get Rob. We got to cover this up now.
But that couch is
all right.
Good. The couch fits everybody, Alex. The couch fits you and me on there too.
They just needed you and I. Exactly. They just needed us and the family would have been set. But maybe they'll invite us next time. Who knows? But on that note, that is all the tea we have to spill today. A lot of Kard Jenner tea time on this Thick Thursday. Hope you enjoyed the show, of course. Thanks for joining us, T-Tribe and Monsi Bolanos, again for joining me. She'll be back tomorrow, so don't worry. But if they want to see you after the show, where can they find you, Monsi?
Yeah, you guys can find me at Monsi Bolanos across social media. Find me, tweet me, whatever. Thank you guys so much. I'm having such a great time. You guys are the best. Alex, you're the best. You're my girl. Aww. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Alex Schiffman, just like my name. And if you're new here, of course, make sure you like, comment, subscribe so we can bring you the morning tea every single morning. If you're an after sipper, share your comments below on all the tea we had to spill today. And we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time for Shambong Friday. We'll have a little champagne, sip a little champs and tea while we're at it. And on that note, Monsi, it's time to wash our hands, wash this tea off. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.